My wife said I was holding her back. 9 days later, one of her friends sent me a text that made everything finally make sense. When we first got married, it honestly felt like I'd married my best friend. We did everything together. We'd go on late-night drives, cook dinner together after work, watch movies on the couch until we both fell asleep, and spend our weekends planning little trips. She didn't have a big circle of friends, and neither of us minded. We genuinely enjoyed each other's company. About a year later, she started a new job. Within a few weeks, she became close with a group of women from work. At first I was happy for her because I wanted her to have friends, but every time I met them, something felt off. They constantly complained about their relationships, joked about hiding things from their partners, and acted like being married was some kind of burden. I kept my opinion to myself. As the months passed, my wife slowly changed. She started staying out late several nights a week. Our movie nights disappeared. Weekend plans were replaced with girls' nights, brunches, and last-minute trips. Even the way she spoke to me became different. She sounded colder, almost like she was repeating someone else's opinions instead of her own. One evening she came home and said we needed to talk. She looked at me and said, "The girls think you're holding me back. They think I settled too young. They keep telling me I deserve better." I honestly thought she was joking. I asked her one question. "Do you believe that? Or do they?" She looked down for a few seconds before quietly saying, "I think I deserve better." That sentence hurt more than I can explain. I didn't beg. I didn't argue. I simply nodded and told her if that was truly how she felt, I wouldn't stand in the way of the life she wanted. We separated a few days later. For the first time in years, the house felt completely silent. 9 days after she moved out, my phone buzzed with a message from a number I didn't recognize. The woman introduced herself as one of my ex-wife's co-workers. At first I assumed she was reaching out about paperwork or something that had been left behind. She wasn't. After a little small talk, she asked if I'd like to have dinner with her sometime. I stared at the screen. Then another message appeared. "I always thought you were the good one." Everything suddenly clicked. I thanked her for being honest, told her I wasn't interested, blocked the number, and deleted the conversation. A few weeks later, a mutual friend told me the same group that had convinced my wife she deserved better had started arguing with each other. The friendships she'd thrown herself into fell apart almost as quickly as they had started. Months later, she asked if we could meet for coffee. She admitted she'd let other people's opinions become louder than her own, and said she wished she had trusted what we had instead of listening to people who barely knew us. She asked if there was any chance we could start over. I told her I genuinely hoped she found happiness, but I couldn't rebuild a marriage after someone else had been allowed to decide its value. I stood up, wished her well, paid for my own coffee, and walked away. That was the last time we spoke. The strange thing is, I never felt angry after that. I just felt relieved. The person I married had slowly disappeared long before the divorce papers were signed, and by the time she wanted to come back, I had already made peace with moving forward. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Reddit story time.